Hey everybody, this is your Ebony, and I thank you for tuning in to my live to hear me talk about I Gotta Have You. The whole purpose of this is purpose of I Gotta Have You is just to explain about relationship. Now, I just talk about my opinion. I'm not a relationship expert. I'm not a life coach, none of that, because I'm still getting my life into order. But I like to make videos talking to you guys, and it kind of helps me to understand and also voice both perspectives. If you guys understand what I'm saying, I like to talk about both sides of things, not just from a woman's point of view, because 9 times out of 10 a female always talking about her side and don't really care about the man's side because she strongly feels her side is what's important. But I like to talk about things from both sides, both points of view. And if you're watching my live, if you can just put okay or emoji or something so I could just see how the comments come up on here, because I don't really know how the comments flows on here because it's my first time doing it live through YouTube. So if you could put a thumbs up emoji or okay in the comment section, I appreciate that. But like I was saying, a lot of people a lot of women tend to talk about things from her side and her point of view. She don't really talk about from a man's point of view, or she don't really look at or understand things from another side or a different point of view other than her own, because she strongly, is strong about her side. So, Gotta Have You is, this topic is basically off of how to keep or how to get someone back. Somebody that you may lost in a relationship or a friendship or whatever. This can work for either or. But I gotta have you. If you know you gotta have somebody, my first advice to you is that if you hurt that person, first thing is that person has to be open-minded to receive what you are trying to do. He or she has to be open-minded to receive anything that you are doing for them as genuine. A lot of times when you are hurt by somebody, sir, can you tone that down? A lot of times when somebody is hurt by you, they tend to start building a wall. That wall, depending on the hurt, can be low or it can be built very high just that fast, because either they experienced the hurt or the pain before and they don't like it, or it's new to them and they're trying to see where it goes. So the first thing is that person has to be open-minded to what it is that you're trying to do. If you are trying to get them back, they have to receive anything that it is that you're doing. They have to be open to what it is that you're trying to do. Okay, for example, trust. Trust is a big factor in a lot of people's relationships. And I'm going to give you an example of my two experiences with two relationships that I have dealt with. So one relationship was when I was in middle school and the guy did not trust me. Most guys tend to not trust me because of the simple fact that there are a lot of males that tend to come after me like at the same time. So it looks like I'm that nigga, but I'm not. So it tends to look like, hey, I'm that nigga. Like, if you with me, you got competition. But that's not necessarily the case. But that's just my example because that's been the case for both of my relationships. Men tend to come after me, and it's not how people think it is, because a lot of people hear guys say that I'm pretty and all this and that, and they would if they could, but reality is no men ever step up to me, even when I was younger. Like, no guys ever really stepped up to me. Their stepping up to me is like talking to me as a friend or associating with me as a friend. They make themselves a friend first, and then they work their way up to being like trying to be my dude half of the time. But nobody has ever really like been like, hey, I like you, I wanna get to know you more on a different type of level. That has not happened. I'll say that has happened like once or twice in my life. Like once or twice. Most guys tend to like friend zone themselves and try to work themselves up to being my dude. And that's kind of crazy because you have to let somebody know why you're in their life and what's your purpose in their life. So, back to the trust thing. Since I had that problem, a lot of guys tend to come after me at one time. So, with that being happening, like my boyfriend don't really trust me then because they feel like I'm sneaky, or I'm going to do something, or I'm going to break up with them because a whole bunch of guys like me and they trying to talk to me, or some of them may look better than them. Whatever the situation could be, my boyfriend then don't trust me because of that. And that tends to mess up a lot of my relationships, is the fact that the person that I'm with, the person I'm involved with, doesn't voice that. And a lot of men don't like to voice how they feel. They don't like to express how they feel, and that's part of how they've been raised. That's part of society. That's a part of how the world makes it. Like, they make you feel like you have to be macho, you have to be strong, especially a black man. They make you feel like you can't really express yourself. They make you feel like you can't really be like, hey, you did such and such to me and it hurts me, or that makes me feel some type of way. That don't mean that you're soft because you say that. And it don't mean that you're weak because you express that. That just means you know what hurts you, you know what bothers you, you putting it out there, you letting it be known with your partner. Hey, this bothers me, this hurts me, so we need to work on that. So that's my example. In some relationships, trust is the issue because a lot of men either have a pretty woman, and a lot of guys tend to come after that woman, and that kind of brings down their self-esteem because they feel like they're in competition with other people, and that could be a real big factor in a relationship. But with the trust issue, y'all have to remember that you have to speak and vocalize that trust is an issue for you. Another example of myself, when I was young, I had a lot of promises to me when I was young that they would do, like certain family members would promise me that they would do do things for me for my birthday or just any day. They would do things for me, and then when it comes time for them to do something, it's not done. Or they would promise me they'll take me somewhere that I really want to go, and it's not done. And I did not express that to my husband when I got married to him, that I don't trust people because of that. But that was kind of the reason why, I don't trust people. But I don't know, I'm kind of different from everybody because I tend to give people opportunity and chances to prove themselves trustworthy. So I'll give you an opportunity, I'll give you a chance to prove yourself to me that you can be trusted. If not, then I know that you can't be trusted, and there's no point in you trying to prove yourself trustworthy from then on out. So, trust is a big factor in a relationship. Another advice for people is that when you're trying to get somebody back, if you're not ready for a relationship, don't get in one, because 9 times out of 10 you're gonna do things that you shouldn't be doing anyways. And that leads down to my third advice. Like, if you know that you're not gonna do everything that you can in your power to keep this person, if you know that you're not ready to be tied down, if you know that sex is a issue for you, if you know that lust is an issue for you, every time you see a pretty female, you know that you gotta have her, you gotta see what it's like. Do not get into a relationship with somebody, because you're giving somebody a thought and a vision of you when they see you. It's kind of like what example is good for this? I'm trying to think of a good example. Okay, like an iPhone. An iPhone. Take it off. I'm gonna take it off the case for a second. I'll put it right back. Okay, this is not the new model iPhone, y'all. This is not, but an iPhone. An iPhone is considered like the best of the best, top quality phone. So when you buy this phone, the history behind it, when you see it, you know the history behind it. You can tell people about it. If you're a tech person, you can tell people about the phone, what it does, the software on the phone, how it operates, how it never gets viruses, how, iCloud is, how the ID thing where you do the fingerprint on your phone. You can tell people about the amazing things that Apple does and about the amazing technology Apple is. You can do that, because when you see Apple, you know that this symbol stands behind amazing technology. Like, amazing. It is top quality. It is the best of the best. Like, people talk about this. I'm actually want to get a Apple, a MacBook or a Mac laptop or desktop, whatever. I'll just want something Mac, because Apple or the Apple computer or whatever is good for videos and processing videos and editing and all that stuff. So I know that I want a Mac laptop or whatever, Apple laptop, I don't care. I just want something of that nature because I do videos. So what you see when you see that symbol, you know that people pay good money for this, because they know it stands behind great quality. It has something that it stands for. So when you buying that, you know what you're getting. That's why you don't think twice about getting it. Or if you do, you save up for it, or whatever you have to do to get an Apple phone or whatever. You're going to do it because you know the quality behind it. That's why people get Apple Care and all that stuff, because they know that it is important to them to protect what they invested in. So, with that being said, just like a human, you're investing your time. That's something you cannot get back. You cannot never ever get your time back when you get in a relationship with somebody. You can never ever go back and erase the stuff that y'all, the memories, the good, the bad, y'all put into each other's life. So you're investing into somebody. So my advice to somebody who's trying to get somebody excuse me, don't get into a relationship and you say that you're not expecting to hurt somebody, but in the end, you know how you feel. You know you. You know who you are. You know what you about. And if you don't know you, you shouldn't be trying to get in a relationship anyway, because you need to work on who you are. You may think that you're ready for a long-term commitment and you may not be. You may think that you're ready to show him or her the best years of their life with you, and you may not be ready. You may think that you're ready to settle down, and then an opportunity comes about and you have to choose and decide whether you get to go or you gonna leave that opportunity behind because you don't want to give up that person. So it's a lot to think about when you commit yourself to somebody. You have to think about if you are ready, fully ready, because when you get into somebody's life and you hurt them by lying to them, you hurt them by cheating on them, you hurt them by physically putting your hands on them, you hurt them basically mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, like you hurting them. You're hurting them, and you causing them to now when they see you, they put this history behind you. You a liar, you're a cheater, you're disrespectful to y'all, what y'all have. You have them looking crazy, you have them looking all type of ways. That's what they're gonna see. So the projection of them from looking at you is like you're not the one for them, or you hurt them to the point where they see you as somebody they don't want. So it's kind of like when you're cleaning collard greens. I don't know if anybody ever cleaned collard greens before, but when you're cleaning collard greens, and my mother had me clean collard greens since I was a young girl. When you're cleaning collards, you have to strip the leaves down, and you have to basically go through the leaves, seeing which leaves are good and which bunches are good that you're gonna keep as you washing them and you trimming them down to prepare them for a meal. So it's kind of like what a relationship does is kind of like cleaning you, seeing if you are right for them. And if you want to truly get somebody back, my advice is to not destroy them in the beginning, because you don't want to hurt them. You don't want to give them an image of you and who you are in the beginning that's going to have them second guessing you. So you have to kind of like be prepared to come into somebody's life and want to be in somebody's life. And if this person wants to allow you another chance, another opportunity, and most of the time people do allow second chances and second opportunities for people, because they know that certain people have potential in them. They know that the person that they portray at the time isn't really them, so they'll give you another opportunity. But you cannot mess up that second chance. Like, it's like it hurt the first time. Why would you want to make it hurt the second time? And most people go on and on and on and allow you to fix yourself multiple times. But it's up to you whether you're going to fix it that second time. Don't let it go to the fourth and fifth time, because by then they're basically now contemplating whether they're going to leave you or not. So the fourth and fifth time is kind of like, okay, I'm holding on because of something, I don't know, but okay, it's whatever, basically. And after the fourth and fifth time, they basically now waiting to see, you know, if something's gonna pull y'all apart, or if you're gonna really change, or if you're really gonna straighten up. And how long are you going to do it now? It's like a waiting game now. to see how long you're going to keep doing what it is that you're doing now. If you're going to really keep the straight and narrow path. Is you going to keep being good? Is you going to keep doing what you said that you're going to do long after you said that you were going to do it? So getting somebody back is a lot of hard work. It's a lot of hard work. And in a relationship, it's hard work. It's always work. Because how you got that person is how you going to keep that person. You didn't get that person looking like a bum, so don't even try to slack off and look like a bum. Then, like, when you get with that person, you've been taking that person on dates, keep taking that person on dates. You've been spicing it up, keep spicing it up. Like, you have to keep doing that. You can't just stop because you have them back or you getting them to fall back in love with you, and then you're going to stop. You're going to stop doing what it was that you did to get them. Like, you cannot do that. You have to keep on pushing and fighting and working at it every day. Every day. Challenge yourself to be better. Challenge yourself to be better than what you were yesterday. That's kind of like in the business world. You want to be better than you today, tomorrow. But tomorrow is not promised today. So today, if you're giving it your all, tomorrow give it your all. Give it a little bit more tomorrow. And that's just like a relationship. You got to give it your all every day. Every day you are on a job. And it's kind of like you proving yourself. Like us women I feel like us women may have it a little bit harder than men. Because women are open. We are open to receiving your love, your affection, and what it is that you're offering us. We are open because we're nurturing people. So flowers today, a card today, a song, simple like pebble or whatever. Well, that's me. I'm like that. I'm very simple. I don't require expensive things, but something every day to show that you appreciate them. Because believe it or not, women wear multiple hats. Men may not see that, but women do wear multiple hats. So, you know, a little thing as a card or a letter or a text message is just showing us that you appreciate what we do, goes a long ways. But with a man, y'all, I feel like it's more like we have to gain y'all trust. And if we don't gain y'all trust, we lost y'all. If we don't gain, I feel like that's the main thing that we have to gain from a man is the trust part. Because a lot of men have bad relationships with a mom, or not even a mom, maybe their sister or somebody, some female close to them. They have a bad relationship with them that caused them to be like, I don't trust nobody. I don't trust no female. And it's always the female. It's always the female. And females get like that after numbers and numbers of incidents with guys letting them down. That's just what I see. I'm sorry, y'all. But that's just what I see. Like, females don't trust people after numbers of incidents that happen. It's not because we don't want to. It's just like reoccurring situations make us not trust anybody. Reoccurring situations have us having a wall up. But if y'all want to, if it's like freshly, this goes for a man or a woman. If it's fresh, y'all just have to work, have a conversation, sit down and have a conversation about what happened, what went wrong, what can y'all do to not make that happen. And then y'all just have to tiptoe around certain situations that's gonna spark the anger, the arguments, the fussing, the fighting, because certain things that people do makes that other person go off within a split second. And you have to be careful of that, because you're the one that caused that. And if you're trying to get somebody back, you have to be open to her or him always bringing back those hurtful things that you did, or that thing that you did to them to make them not even want you in the first place or want to break up with you in the first place. You have to be open to that, and you have to learn how to curb that. Like, yes, I did do that, and you cannot let that get to you, because that's just them lashing out because of that hurt. Basically, that's just them lashing out because of that hurt. So you have to learn how to curb that and be like, yeah, baby, that is what I did, but I promise you, and I'm gonna keep my promise, and blah, blah, blah. Or if it's the woman, she just gotta show you. She just gotta basically show that man that whatever it was that I did to you, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna keep you. I'm gonna keep you because that's what I want. And men, for a woman trying to get you back, that don't mean take her through the ringer, like smashing females and talking to different females and just downright dogging her because she's trying to get you back, because you're gonna make her see that her coming and trying to regain your trust back and trying to even establish a new start with you is going in vain. So don't ever make her feel like what she's doing is going in vain. Like, she may have done that one time, or whatever the situation was, she may have hurt you that time. But men, y'all have to learn how to be open, because I'm quite sure it's been situations where you have messed up multiple times and this woman has always forgiven you. And just because somebody did something one time does not make them not trustworthy. I feel like somebody that's not trustworthy is somebody that you've been rocking for a long time, and they flip on you for a person they just know for a second. I feel like that's not trustworthy. That's not loyalty right there. I feel like that's not somebody you should trust. I'm being 100 with you. If somebody could just flip on you and turn on you, even dog you out because of some news somebody been running back, and you've been riding with them from day one for a long time, that ain't trustworthy. That ain't loyalty right there. Because you should never flip on the one that rocked with you when you was down and out, when you ain't had nothing. Because she did something, there's something I feel like you could just swallow. Like, you could just swallow that pill for a second. Like, you could swallow that. Men say no, they don't want to be with a female because of the simple fact that she stepped out with one guy. But y'all need to think about all these women that done slept with multiple dudes, done let you run a train, and y'all still go back and hit that a couple of times. Like, y'all gotta think about stuff like that too. Because there's a lot of females that, no sir, what I told you. No, what I told you.
I'm checking.
Okay, what I told you. What I told you. What did I tell you? Go over there. Okay. Now go sit down. Sorry about that, but a lot of guys will hit females that had the train running on. Y'all heard history of her letting multiple dudes hit that more than one time. One dude go in, the other go in. Like, y'all done hit females that done did it all. And this one time she stepped out and let somebody hit, and she that. Really? You willing to give up her because she let one guy besides you, because all the shit you done put her through, hit, and she's no good, she's this, she's that, blase blah. No, you need to think about the stuff that you do as well. How you been letting multiple women. Okay, check over there under the cover. Yeah, you need to think about how you let multiple women come hop on and off on you. That's not okay. That's stuff that we gotta get over that you allow to happen. Like, that's not okay. Like, we feel some type of way too. But we willing to say, okay, that's the past, let's move on. Let's move on from that. Because that's something that we can overcome, because we trying to build. Because I see potential in you. As a woman, I feel like it's up to us to be like, you know what, you did that, and we shouldn't let it slide. But because I see the potential in you, because I invested so much time in you, we're gonna put that to the side and work towards this. Like, it's to the point where we trying to see the good outweigh the bad. And that's what you guys need to try to do too. Y'all need to try to see the good outweigh the bad. You know, that one incident, and it was on you. Some men need to own up and be like, it was on me. So as a man, you know, I fucked up, and we're gonna get over this. Don't mean that you gonna feel some type of way about it. Of course you're gonna feel some type of way about it. You have feelings too. But accept it, own up, pray about it, continue to pray about it, because God is the only one that's gonna help you get over that situation and move forward. Know that your woman is there for you. She's there for you. She's gonna ride for you regardless. So, and don't have her looking stupid, and lady, don't have your guy looking stupid too. Because, I mean, a man, at the end of the day, they gonna play that shit off to the T, to the max. They gonna be like, I don't care. Like, it's cool because I've been smashing this and that and that. Now I've been doing that. But you know that women, we ain't like that. I'm not like that. I can't be like that. Never have been like that. So, I'm going to bring it back to what I was talking about. If you want somebody back, you have to put in work. You have to put in work. And don't be like, oh, that's too much. That's too much. What you are not willing to do, another man will do. What you are not willing to do, woman, another woman will do. They will do. And because you're not willing to do that, you're going to always have to go post up at the club, or be on social media, or wait till some chick hit you up in your inbox and go smash that, and wait till, you know, somebody else hit you up and smash that. It's always gonna be a smash and dash mission. It ain't gonna be no consistent thing. Like, ain't nobody want no rotation booty all the time. Like, booty is booty. Like, it is. It's not, nothing magical happens. It is not no sprinkled dust that comes out of the vagina. You know, all of them do the same thing. Most vaginas do the same thing. One may do, a certain group may do this, a certain group may do that, a certain group may do that, but they all are vaginas at the end of the day. Vagina is a vagina. A woman with titties and butt is a woman with titties and butt. A woman without titties and butt is still a woman with the vagina, with the booty, like, or transy, whatever you want to call it. Like, now that's happening. So I'm just saying, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You want somebody that's going to hold you down, help you build, not take from you. Like, all these women that men try to get on the team is just taking you down. They really taking you down, regardless if they taking your money or not. They taking something from you. Your time, your energy, something they're taking from you. They're taking something from you. So, at the end of the day, if you want a woman, know that you want to get somebody back, know that that's who you want to be with. That's who you want to spend the rest of your time with. That's who you want to waste time with. That's who you want to give time to. That's who you want to build with. That's who you want to grow with. If you know that, take the necessary steps. Figure out what you did wrong. Talk about it. Make a plan on what y'all need to do to make this work. If y'all not willing to do that, just let it go then. Just let it go. Just don't even waste your time, because it's not going to get better. It's just going to keep getting worse. You just holding her or him back from finding somebody that's willing to give the time and the effort to them. So if you want somebody back, you gonna do whatever you gotta do for them. If you can't see yourself living without them, you can't see somebody else being with what's yours, do whatever you gotta do. Do whatever you gotta do to keep them. And it's not gonna be hard. It's gonna be the easiest thing you could ever do. Because that's exactly who you want. That's who you striving to keep into your life forever. And that's who's gonna make you better. And you're gonna make them better. And don't focus on nobody else's relationship. Bump everybody else. Forget everybody else. You don't see nobody. Like, believe it or not, in my relationship, early in my relationship, I had blinders on. Like, I didn't see anybody. I didn't care for nobody else but the man that I was with. That's all that mattered to me. That's all I cared about. That's all I wanted to. I wanted us to be better. I wanted us to be straight. I wanted him to feel and know and breathe and all that I care for him. That's what I wanted. So I didn't care about nobody else. I didn't see no other dude. I didn't care about no other dude. They didn't matter to me because I knew what I had, that I wanted to keep what I had, and that he was important to me. And I wasn't willing to risk him for nobody. For nobody at all. So it was curb all day long. Curb, like, out of here. I don't want you. I know what I got. I'm not willing to let that go for nobody. For nobody, when I say nobody, family, friends, nobody. Because that was mine, and I was going to keep what was mine. And nobody was going to take what was mine. So if you feel like that, and you want them back, you do whatever you got to do for them. Nobody can take them from you. You're not going to let it happen. So, I think that I bring it back to the topic. I think that I explained it. If I didn't explain it, and y'all want me to talk about a specific thing, I can, because I know sometimes I get off a topic. I know that. I get carried away. I get all over the place. I know that. But I can bring it back and I can talk about it. If you want me to, just comment. Comment down below and I can talk about that. I can go live or I can make a video talking about it. But if you gotta have that person in your life, and if you didn't scar them too deep, and like I was telling my husband, it's a difference between a scar and a broken bone. A scar doesn't hurt. I mean, a scar and a broken bone hurts. They're both pain. But a broken bone is worse than a scar. It depends on that scar if it's too deep or not. But a scar, a cut, is no comparison to a broken bone. A broken bone has to heal. And sometimes that broken bone don't always heal right, or it's not always going to repair or go back to the way it was. A scar is going to, go back to its self, but it's going to always have that mark. But a broken bone takes time to heal. And when it heals, it all depends on if it's going to be the same, or if it's broken too bad, you might have to have surgery on it to help it to go back the way that it was. And sometimes, in most cases, a broken bone sometimes don't recover back the same. So you just got to figure out if you burned the bridges between you and that person, or the bridge isn't burnt and you still can cross over to repair it. And repairing a bridge is not easy. It's not. So that I'm gonna wrap this up, and that's what I wanted to talk about today. Is that if you gotta have somebody, do all that you can in your power. First of all, don't mess it up. And if you're not ready, trust me, if it's meant for you to be with that person will be there for you. They will be there for you. They will be there when it's time. When you don't take forever now getting ready. Don't take forever because you want to experience like the whole Western region, and you want to go over there to Japan and experience those women. You want to go to Africa and see what it's like over there. Don't take forever to get your woman or your man, because they're not gonna wait forever. And most men feel like if you ain't doing what you gotta do now, then it ain't what you want. So that's it. I'm gonna start talking because I feel like I'm talking forever. But if you want me to do any more videos, please comment. If you don't feel comfortable, commenting on my videos, you can text me a topic, or you can text me anything that you would like for me to speak on or make a video about. And this is my business number, and it is 843-580-1896. You can text me at 843-580-1896. That is my business number. Do not text me all time of night. From the hours of 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. I will take your text messages and conversate with you if you would like. But other than that, don't hit me up all time of day, all time of night for anything concerning any topics. If you do not feel comfortable with texting me, you can also email me at ecurvin21@gmail.com. I can also respond to you that way. I'm on Facebook at ecurvin, also at Ebony Making It Curvin. I also have other pages that I will link down below. So if you want to follow me, you can on social media. And that's it. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. Share it with your friends, families, and let them know, share the videos that you like the most, or share a video that you suggest me to make, and I will, post it and send you the link to it. Also hit that notification button. It will notify you every time I go live. I don't even know, if how it notify you or whatever. So hit the notification button. I'm thinking about doing an email list to let people know when I go live or whatever. And that is it. Once again, this is your girl, Ebony. I appreciate you all. I'm out.